So I got my DJI Osmo 360 mounted on the front of the bike. I have my DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro on my helmet. I got my DJI Mic Mini in my helmet. And these three things combined make a pretty good motovlog setup. But then you also have to have a good helmet for motovlogging. You got to have something that's quiet. So I got my Voss 991 carbon fiber helmet. So by combining these four things, I have found what I think is pretty good footage and great audio quality. So if you go back through my channel and you look at some of my content, you'll see that I have some decent experience with 360 cameras for motorcycle content. I had one of the original Insta360 cameras, and then I upgraded to a couple different models, with my last one being the Insta360 X5, which is a great camera. But I'm not doing this video today to talk about Insta360, even though I think they are great cameras. I think I found something a little bit better, which is the DJI Osmo 360. So for my workflow and how I edit my videos, I think the Osmo 360 has been a better fit for me than my Insta360s, and that actually surprises me. And it surprises me because typically when you get used to a certain brand, you're used to how their operating system works on a camera, you get used to how everything kind of comes together, you're used to how things edit, you kind of want to stay with that. You know, you get so used to it that if you try another brand, you just don't like it. But I was really surprised to see that DJI has done an excellent job at making it easy to make a switch for somebody like me. So the camera itself is pretty self-explanatory. You know, a 360 camera, you basically mount it where you want to, you hit record. I mean, there are settings that I have changed on here to give me better quality footage, but pretty much you're hitting record and it's capturing everything around you. It's when you get back into edit that you see the difference. So with 360 cameras, there is more of a workflow. They're not really hard to use, but they are more time-consuming. They're time-consuming because you're taking the footage that you just shot and you're reframing it before you put it into your final edit. You know, if I use my DJI Action Pro 5 only, I'm basically taking the footage from that and I'm splicing it together to make a video out of it, but I'm not actually reframing it or showing different sides like I can with the Osmo 360. So it's no different whether you have a DJI or you have an Insta360. That is how 360 footage is framed before you put it into final edit. And the reason why I still ride with my Action Pro 5 is to give you guys my point of view of what I'm seeing when I'm on the bike. So it kind of gives a different perspective than just having a 360 camera. So I like having these two cameras combined. So we're riding down to the Susquehanna River. I'm going to find a dock to park the bike, get off it, and show you guys how I have everything set up. And I actually feel kind of stupid here because this is the second time I'm recording this video. The first time I got out on the bike to record the video, everything seemed to go okay, and then got back to my computer to look at the footage, and I realized I never put my Action Pro 5 on, so I didn't have any of that footage. And I think it's kind of important to have both sides, especially when we're talking about the complete motovlog setup. If I don't have one of the cameras on I'm talking about, it kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. So we're down here at the Susquehanna River to take a good look at the bike and how I have everything set up. The bike is looking pretty good. Right over here is the Susquehanna River, so walk over here and check that out. So it's a beautiful day to be out on the water, but there aren't too many people out right now. A little bit warm outside, I guess. They were probably out a little bit earlier. Over there is the railroad bridge. They still use that today. Anyway, we'll walk back to the bike, and my gosh, it looks a good stand in there, doesn't it? I want to show you one thing that I did change. Since I switched to DJI cameras, I did change my graphic on the side of the bike, so now it has YouTube RobSolutely on there. Used to say Insta360 there, and I didn't think that was really fair to do that anymore. I think it's important to say I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. You know, I had Insta360 on there because I love their cameras. I still love their cameras, but I'm not using them right now. So I'll show you how I have things set up. I have my DJI Osmo 360 mounted up there. I have it on an aluminum pole, and then I have it mounted to a clamp on the bike. Now the clamp is still an Insta360 clamp, as you can see. It is a great clamp. It holds things down really well. So I have my DJI Osmo 360 mounted to an Insta360 clamp. It's just because it's a good clamp. We got a motorboat over there, and another one coming up here too. My 84-year-old dad has a boat. It kind of looks like that one right there, but I don't think that's him. He'd be waving if it was. He loves the river. All right, we'll get back to the bike again, kind of show you what's going on. So there's my Osmo 360, and then of course I have my DJI Osmo Action 5 on my helmet to give you my point of view when I'm doing these videos. So this setup has been super simple for me. One of the things I really like about the Osmo 360 is it does have a really long battery life, so I don't even have it plugged into USB right now. You can plug it in. I mean, behind that door is a USB port, and I have USB on the bike, so if I ever want to go for like a few hours, I can plug it in and have power all the time. But for just doing these short videos, if I want to go 100 minutes, plus I have a spare battery, so I can go 200 minutes without plugging it in. Makes it nice and simple without having to worry about anything like that. My winglets look awesome with that wrap on there. You guys probably noticed I changed my wrap on my winglet. I also changed my side graphic. You know, like in here used to be a fake carbon fiber. I painted that so it looks pretty good. Got my Yoshi exhaust on there. I got my more comfortable seat on the bike. I also painted my tank thing. It was actually a mistake because I tried to paint it black. I originally did that one and then I did these. And I was really surprised to see that the carbon still showed through, and I think it looks pretty awesome. CFMOTO's been a great bike. Mine's a 2023 model. The bike has been pretty much flawless. I love it. I think it's a great bike. And before we ride back, I want to mention that the DJI Osmo 360 records in 2 different tracks for audio. So it's recording with my DJI Mic Mini in my helmet right now. It's also recording with the internal camera audio. The reason I like to record 2 different tracks is because I think it's good for you to hear me talking when I'm doing these videos like this, but I also think it's kind of cool to hear everything around me. So when we ride back, you're going to hear what the mic is picking up that's located in the camera. So you're going to hear the sound of the CFMOTO 450SS with the Yoshi exhaust, and I think that's kind of a pretty cool feature of this camera. If you're looking for a new camera for your motorcycle right now, you want to go with a 360, and you're trying to decide if you want to go with an Insta360 or you want the DJI Osmo 360, right now I would say go with the Insta360 because you can buy them, they're in stock. But if you want to hold off for another month or so, hopefully the DJI Osmo 360 will finally be in stock. And if you already have an Insta360 X5, I'm not convinced that they're not going to come out with a really powerful firmware update that's going to compete against all the things that the Osmo 360 has. They are #1 when it comes to 360 cameras, and they're not going to want to lose that. And I really don't think you're going to go wrong on either brand. One thing that surprises me is why big name camera manufacturers haven't come out with a 360 camera. You know, like Canon or Nikon or Panasonic, Sony. I'm really surprised they have not come out with a 360 action cam to compete. Or maybe even Apple. I mean, I think Apple would probably produce an amazing 360 camera with their technology. Even their phones already have a camera on front and back, so it'd be kind of cool if you could turn your iPhone into a 360 camera. So there you have it, guys, what I think is one of the best motovlog setups you can have in 2025 with the DJI Osmo 360, the DJI Action 5 Pro, and the DJI Mic Mini with my Voss 991 carbon helmet. If you like this video, remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more content on the DJI Osmo 360 or the CFMOTO 450SS. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one, and bye-bye.
Step by step, I've walked 100 miles, and I still ain't sure just what I'm trying so hard to find. The night seems longer and the wind blows louder when you wandered so far from home. If I cross your mind, say a prayer.